After the fall of Rome and many crusades and wars during the Middle Ages, people needed something other than their jobs and church to keep them busy. Farmers especially had 8 weeks to half of the year after the harvest to do things, so they had to create the fun for themselves. Everybody, including nobles, priests, and common folk of this time, popularized get-togethers and many early forms of modern-day sports and board games to relax and have fun. Many jobs and professions were also created to entertain folk during this time, like this man right here, for example. Jesters were the professional fools of this time and often lived with the nobles and kings to keep them entertained, but were also seen at festivals where other professions such as the bard, juggler, and mummer could be seen. Festivals during this time were mostly for religious purposes, but harvest festivals were held to celebrate a bountiful harvest as well. These happen all throughout the year, some for more important purposes than others. This is not to say that Europe was the only culture making innovations during the Middle Ages, though. Medieval Europe had taken things from other cultures of this time. Fireworks, for example, are a Chinese invention from over 2,000 years ago. Kites and dominoes also are creations from China that were adopted and are still in use today. Entertainment between Greece and Rome and the Middle Age Europe also had many ties. These three cultures also shared a love of plays, the theater, as well as feasts and religious fairs. Other miscellaneous activities and forms of entertainment from the medieval era include such activities such as hawking and dog hunting. These were often enjoyed by the nobility and not by peasants. Sports such as archery and wrestling were popular among knights and nobility and were watched by many. Jousting was also a common form of noble practice. Banquets provided a place for the nobility to chat and discuss matters while also having a rich feast. And music was practiced by the bards as they traveled around singing heroic songs or religious songs to any who would listen. As you can see, there was enough to keep the medieval age folk entertained. That's all from me. Hope you learned something about medieval entertainment, but for now, farewell.